this is my secret underground tunnel system, which I've been digging by hand over the past 3 years. And this is my DeLorean. Now, wouldn't it be the most rock and roll thing ever if I could get out of bed, go downstairs, go into the underground tunnel system, along the tunnel, and then into a garage to find the DeLorean, and at the push of a button, whoo, the DeLorean comes up out the drive. Oh yes, that is the thing of dreams. We are gonna do that. Right, we are back tunnelling again, which means we've got to get prepared. We've got to put the winch back up, the thing that hangs off the shed ceiling. We've got to tear the carpet up. We've got to move some boards so they don't get damaged, then cover the floor. Lower the hydraulics back down, and last of all, take away the metal cover plate that sealed it up to reveal the rock face. Here we go again! Hold on there, Colin. You need to fill the viewers in on the plan. Okay, people, this is the plan. I've got this wonderful model. I'm sorry it's not to scale. So, we've got my house. We've got my secret tunnel, which comes out along the side of my house. And then we've got my garage off to the left of it. The plan is you walk down the tunnel, come into what will be a huge room where the DeLorean sits. The DeLorean will go up and come out in front of the lounge window. Not in front of the door and not over here. We can't do it over here because I think the services come into the house up here, so we can't go up and through them, so it's all got to happen over here. Now there's various other issues going to be happening over here, but we'll cross them in later videos. But today we basically need to get this first part dug out so we can get everything lined up with the house. Not with the garage. The garage is slightly at a tangent, and the path as well, the neighbours' boundaries, everything. This is not a perfect square, but we need to make sure that our square room sits in the right position so we don't end up under the path, under the neighbour's house, under my house, or somewhere else completely different. So that is the first task. To build this corner of the room, get it all structural, concreted up, ready to go, and then move slow in increments as we go until we get to the old car lift mechanism. But wait, we need to be stealth. This is a secret garage, isn't it, Colin? So, we're going to do this first bit by hand, but of course we're going to end up with a massive hole in my front garden that everyone can see. So I'm thinking we need a vanity shield. So we're going to get a massive metal steel plate which can sit over the drive that we can dig underneath and prop up as we go along, but it needs to be able to take the weight of the van on top. Don't have a model van. So we can fill that full of the rubble, drive it in and out, in and out. No one will know the difference when we're scurrying along underneath. So then, let's build a giant metal plate. Hello, hello. Right, it's got that finished. Now I've driven the van over it. It deflects very little, which is a good sign if we're going to be working under it. But I've been thinking, how much does it actually weigh? $1.3 ton. Don't want that on your head, do you? Okay, that's all good. Now let's get it to the house on the drive. Now I know what you're thinking, Colin. This is supposed to be a secret project and stealth, but turning up with a big tractor and lowering a big metal thing on the drive, well, everyone's going to see that. Don't worry, I have a solution. An additional wooden cover plate was constructed because our initial hole will not be under the metal plate. Looks pretty normal. I don't think anyone's going to look at that and think anything odd's going on. Right, check this out. Come on, Colin! Now, if you don't know what a VPN is, or you haven't heard of Surfshark, you must be new here. This is the 6th video they have sponsored, because they are the VPN to get, and they know quality content when they see it. So, 6 times I've explained how a VPN makes surfing the web, not sofas, safer. By popping block-ups, vicious malware and phishing attempts. 6 times I've told you it covers an unlimited amount of devices, so you can cover all your family members from the one policy. This is good, isn't it? 6 times I've said you can make the internet think you're in a different country, so you can stream shows that aren't available in your territory, or watch your native subscriptions while you're away, like the Formula 1, or book services at local rates. But this is the first time telling you about Surfshark's alternative ID feature, which generates a brand new online identity and an email for you to use online. This helps minimise the possibility of getting spam emails from annoying marketing subscriptions. So that's why I'm chilling on this sofa. If you're thinking about getting a VPN, I recommend Surfshark. Get an exclusive Surfshark Black Friday deal, enter the code Colin, and you will get 6 additional months for completely free. Link in the description. I am a dish pig. With the hydraulic pump fired up, it's time to get the pin in, break some rocks, fill some buckets up and lift them out. That's the one we were waiting for on camera. Now, getting so carried away getting back in the digging, I started talking, not realising I'm basically in utter darkness to you guys. Okay, we've got some proper lighting down here. Now, what I was trying to say was, oh, it feels good to be back on this project. But we've been away from this for nearly a year. We forgot silly things. We come down, we brought all the buckets, but we forgot the blooming Muppet shovel.
This is a Muppet shovel.
Now, I'm starting to get back into it now, starting to get a feel for it. Now, of course, I'm going this way, but I'm going to have to start going up very shortly. And going up is kind of weird because obviously normally when you're tunnelling, we go forward a little bit and then I'll build a metal frame above me, so when I go forward even more, nothing can fall on me. But of course, I need to start going up pretty much straight away. And I've got a little T-bar somewhere which I put on the end of the adaptation, so when I push it up, it doesn't poke through and get stuck. Because also, just above me, we've got the gas main, we've got the electric, and we've got the water coming into the house. So I can't go using the pin, because I might pierce one of them, and of course that's not good. So if we kind of push it, knead it, it kind of squeezes it out of the way, which is a lot safer. Right, I'm just going to clear a little bit more out of this, so I've got a bit more room to work in. And then we'll start going north. Oh! I'm out of breath. I've only been doing it a little while. Need to get back in shape first. Right, come on. With the hydraulic pin at full reach and me finding it harder to dodge rocks falling from above, I decided to lift up a bit of drive, dig down and meet in the middle somewhere.
Still no fortune, still got no fame. No politics shit, we're not a recognized name. No organization, no operation, no nation, no civil.
So I thought when I did the drive that the gas main was just underneath the block work, but here we are, a whole shovel's depth down, we've not found anything. Oh, there it is. I was right, it's just underneath the block paving. With the gas main found, it's just the water and the electric to go. What we found now, look, Rick, go on, get it out, boy. Is this a 1970 or 1967 milk bottle?
It is a 70s milk bottle, I think.
Yeah, 1963 this house was built. Right, I'm going to go and wash it. Now, rather ironically, it's got safety first engraved across the top of it, and then milk association. Now, if anyone can shed any light on these, that'd be very nice. We know that they used to do smaller versions of this for schools, but not bigger ones. So, who would have had this, and why is there one in my drive? What's that? I've only gone and found another milk bottle. Look. There's some fully milkman in Stamford back in the 60s. I think I found the water main, potentially the electric. I'll possibly bust the soakaway. Look, Look at that, look. I reckon that's the electric, actually, Rick.
Oh dear.
That's too thin for a water main.
Right.
That's it, Colin. You just feel it with your bare finger. If you've nicked it with a spade, you're going to find out, boy. Full house. Gas main, cold main, electric, soak away. Okay, we know where all the services are now, so we're going to drill a hole through, see where it comes out here, if it even does. Right, go on then, Rick, drill it! Somewhere around here. That's going to come in. Here we go! Whee! Excellent. Good.
So, knowing we were getting close to our hole, I made an extension for the ramp at the T-bar end and tried to push up to the surface.
Coming down!
So, to make a good progress, we decided we'd leave it and break through in the morning. However...
It's dug itself overnight! So we've come down this morning and gravity has done a bit of work for us, which is a little bit of a shame because I kind of wanted my money shot of me pushing my foot through and coming through like we did when we come up in the kitchen, but never mind, it's all progress. All we need to do now is get rid of like this ceiling of mud, because this is obviously a bit precarious now. Get rid of all that, get that down, and then we can start moving forward. The sewer has landed on me. Don't think that was doing much soaking away, was it? Rubbish. Here we go. This is by far the most dangerous bit we have done in the whole thing. Till we get a decent hole out here that I can stand on a step ladder or something and be completely to the side of it, this is sketchy.
Now, as well as dodging falling rocks, this bit was really difficult. I'm still working in a tiny space. The rocks and clay are wet and sticky, which is getting everything covered in mud, but it's okay. This won't last for long. I've covered the wooden boards with polythene and also some astroturf for that garden ambiance. So hopefully it'll all improve soon.
I'm not sure if this looks more weird than the bit of wood.
So with our weather protecting golf course installed, let's get back to digging.
Oh yeah. I found the garage foundation now, Rick. Right, we're getting somewhere now. Garage foundations are exposed. Corner of the garage, bottom of the garage, corner of the house, bottom of the house. Of course, we've got the soakaway which is disconnected. We've got the water main here. We've got the electric into the house. And then, of course, up here, we've got the gas main. We're slowly getting more and more room. It's kind of funky that you can get a shot now where you can see the passageway and the tunnel all in one bit. We've just got to work away getting this ledge over so we've got no overhangs, and then we can start going back in a nice, neat, uniform way. But look at that, that's exciting, that is. I mean, it would scare the hell out of most people to be able to see your house foundations and your garage foundations from underneath, but it's the sort of thing I've grown used to now. Right, let's dig a bit more out, put some stuff in some buckets. Now we are.
So, having found both the house and the garage foundations and located all of the services, we felt we could finally be unleashed and go out digging as fast and as hard as we could. However, digging up to the surface is a lot different to digging a tunnel. The lower rock seams were no different. You'd get giant rocks which you couldn't fit in a bucket, which you'd have to smash with a sledgehammer and take away in pieces. The mid-range seam is absolutely fine as well. It crumbles, it falls down, it falls in the buckets, brilliant. The problems start when you get higher up into the clay. This stuff is sticky, it is heavy, the tools are constantly getting stuck in it, and despite our best efforts, the tunnel is getting in an absolute mess. But mess is mess, and that's tunnelling. We can deal with that. But the main issue is the overhangs. The clay just doesn't fall down like the loose rock. You have to physically get up the ladder and pull it down manually. We've tried to make taller pieces of equipment to kind of push it and help it a bit more, but that's got its own issues. Having to lift the huge hydraulic ram up onto higher and higher pieces is just getting more and more strenuous. This part of this project is physically a lot more demanding.
We have shifted some stuff. We have shifted some stuff.
But how much stuff, I thought? So, we've got some digital scales, and we weighed each bucket as we took it out. Weighed all 14 of them, and this is the results.
Right, I've totaled them all up. 667.4 kilograms. Now, if you divide that by 14, it gives us an average of 47.6 kilograms per tub.
So how's our progress been? Well, of all the time we've spent on this, we have spent 8 days digging. We have done a total of 28 trips, and at 650 kilos, let's say, per trips, that puts us around about 18 tons of earth shifted. Now, this is probably going to get slower because obviously physical fatigue will sit in. So let's have a review. How long is this going to take us to dig?
So this is 8 days worth of digging, but if we look at it from above, it's this little square here, give or take a little bit. Now, to get to the path for this first section of garage, it's going to take another 9 sets of 8 days, about 72 days. If we're generous, we could say 3 months. That is too long. But this hasn't been a complete physical waste of time. We have revealed the services, we can see the orientation of the house and everything and where it all sits. We know what we're doing now. That is a good thing. So, with the fact in mind that you couldn't use a digger with the tunnel, and that you can use a digger here, and the fact that stuff is falling on my head nearly all the time, we've got the block paving bricks, we've got the hard clay to work with, I think it's time for Tom. But also, I've shifted 18 tons of stuff with my bare hands in 8 days. I'm pretty pleased with that.
So to prepare for the digger, we need to move over the steel drive cover, knock my camera over, ha, Rick's face, then make a second wooden drive cover, and then after this, carefully remove all the block paving bricks for potential reuse in the future. And then after all this is done, it reveals the absolutely excellent epic shot of a massive hole in front of my house where you can see the tunnel.
Hello, I'm Tom Lamb.
Right, here we go. We're about to see like a whole 14 buckets progress. Took out in one big scoop. Now I know you lot all ask me where do I tip this, and Tom gets rid of it, and to this very day I don't really know where it goes. He doesn't tell me. I think he's selling it. Textbook thing he would do, he would sell it and then not tell me. The old tape measure out in the hole. Probably got to go another 200 mil that way. There's me trying to do this in silence, mate. What do you reckon, Freddie?
Just look at all that.
You're gonna have to come and help us again.
Well, hey, Lammy, watch the park, will ya?
It's always exciting when Freddie's here. moan about my safety, not wearing helmets and stuff. This old boy's got flip-flops on! Flip-flops! Sliders, whatever you want to call them! That's madness! That is madness! Okay, we're nearly halfway, and it sort of is halfway through the day, but the next bit should be a lot easier. We're down to the depth now, so we don't have to keep whacking the bottom plate of stone to try and get through it. We've done that, so hopefully it's just lifting the layers up. I'm going to put a bit of wood across here in a minute to suspend, to keep the gas pipe and the electric pipe a bit more supported, because obviously they're kind of drooping a bit now. That's not good, we don't want to see that. And there we are, it's a big old hole. We're filling the buckets up. Progress is good. Just this last little bit to come out now.
There they are, done. Wave, Tom!
This hole looks absolutely huge. Now we put the lid on it, it's like it's just got bigger. But this is only a quarter of it. We've got to go that direction, probably another 3 times of what we've just done now. How epic is this gonna be? Woo! It's like a cathedral in my front garden. Okay, progress is good. We've probably dug out what's in between these 2 little yellow lines. Now in the next video, we need to start constructing the room. We need to build a big metal box within the hole we've just dug that we can then surround with concrete, and then that is going to be the basis of us moving forward. So we've got to get it dead in line. We've got to make sure it doesn't wander under the house, under the path, or under the neighbour's boundaries. A lot of thinking to be doing in this next bit. Now you can see how we're getting on that immediately, because uploaded on the second channel is an update video. Thank you to everybody, of course, that has subscribed to that. It's over 600,000 of you, absolutely diehard tunnel fans. That is a crazy number. I never thought it would get to that. So, obviously, next on the channel will be that video at some point. Stay tuned, subscribed. There is a lot going on here. There is so much going on here. It's just crazy. Doing this in my front garden, it feels so weird. Like, it's nearly on show. It just feels a little bit more nerve-wracking. But anyway, thank you for your support. I'll see you in the next one.